Good morning out there to everyone in TV land. I am your ghost host, two with the most. And boy, oh boy, do we have something that's going to make all of you guys super happy. Yes, Baby Gannon is right here. And Baby Gannon is going to tell you the mode that these two runners got. Sit down, fasten your seatbelts, everybody, because this is jesscherk, the one that everyone keeps banning. That is what these guys got. So, for those of you who are not in the know about jesscherk, let me give you a little smacky smack with it. So, this is going to be a second quest overworld with shapes. We're going to have no hints because they're blank. White Sword and Master Sword are going to be bomb upgrades, important items in 9, possible extra candles, we'll know, start room swap. It is a hot mess. Recorded to unbeaten dungeons. Armos is going to have a heart container, dungeon heart shuffle. And the book is going to give you the atlas and the ability to understand that jibber jabber of the old men. And second quest, monsters and rooms. And oh baby, you start off with the tutor. So let's see what this is going to entail, everybody. So as our runners are about to get released, let's see if the slammer remembers to put his timer on this time. So praise be Jacendi, we got a good one. Nochi is doing the clickety clacking. Our bingo god is absolutely here to provide the backup for me. So you know you're going to get the best tracking ever. And our runners are going to be released in now. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy this hot mess. You know, when you get DJing mornings, you need a DJing host, right? And that's probably where Baby Gannon sits in there, buddies. So let's see where we're going to start. And yes, 7F2. I rolled Boo last night, the worst possible seed for poor Indy and Windfox. And everyone is blaming me for Windfox's electricity going out. So hopefully, you know, this doesn't break the matrix, even though I didn't do it. But, you know, I'm hosting, so it's going to be a hot mess right there. And right now, Mocco does have the lead of 1 game up on the Slammer. So Slammer needs to take this match. And you know it's going to be spicy because we got a nanner in the code. And we're oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to see the first quest 5 check immediately. And I'm going, uh-oh. This start spot kind of sucks. And it's second quest, so it's a fairy. They can't, oh, this hurts. It's like you're saying, everybody hurts sometimes. And the gist of this is that you will be paying attention to dungeons. So dungeon dipping is a must in this mode. But the only thing is, let's see if they'll get to something, or at least get to a sword ASAP. And also, hello to Blocky Games. Good morning. And the old men are doing old men stuff. And since this is second quest, they do have Triforces 1, 2, and 3. So okay, here's our first tutor spot here, which is second quest 3, and it has nada. Oh baby, this is gonna be as spicy can get. And we have Mocco here dodging some pea-hats, or at least praying to dodge some pea-hats. We have bunnies in the wild. You know, yesterday with Sunday Bunday, but we're gonna get money here, and it's an 11 bucker. Oh, chat. I have a feeling that this is gonna be a poverty seed. So small prize is gonna be an 11 buck chuck, and both of our runners have Hialeah a nothing here. We're gonna get the Armos heart container that we spoke about, and we're in the peanut cave here. Interesting. That looks like a ladder. So we got a speed run getting some heart containers ASAP so we can get that ladder. Okay, another 11 buck here. So we have Mocco running wild with 22 bucks. Okay, middle prize is gonna be 38 bucks. Yeah, this is not looking too good. No, Yumi, you're at the right place. You are absolutely 100% at the right place. And that is early morning jesscherk. I mean, come on. That's totally worth taking a 2-hour break for. All right, vanilla medicine letter cave, giving you Jack a lot of nothing. It's a store and it's rather expensive. So we got Neiman Marcus there. And Slammers, got Walmart money, and every store is probably going to be Neiman Marcus level. Mocco getting that 4th heart container from... Oh dear, we're starting off with level 5, going into Peanut. And Peanut is where he will find the ladder, and it is a no-go on 4. Meanwhile, we're gonna grab that Dorito piece. Now, Zarkus, you should know that's my true name. Yes, I have embraced being Baby Ganon now, because for some reason you guys don't agree with my canonically accurate Ganon roar, So $70 bait. Oof. So both of our runners need to take out a second mortgage loan. And at least even bombs are kind of expensive at 25 bucks. So Mocco having some bombs, but that's not very useful. Well, yes, but there's no Baby Yoda here in Hyrule. And both runners are in 4 right now. I mean, they've got bombs, but that's... Imagine having to take hits from Aquamentus. Oh, that's like the biggest hurt ever. So right now, Mocco going back to go through, and we have Bow. Okay, so our combat item right now is going to be Bow, or the D. Or the D, baby. He's rocking the D right now. And the big question is, chat. The big question is, chat. How much are arrows gonna cost? And we have, all right, this time our runners are mandatory to take that banana. Yeah, I think they were expensive though. I want to say they were in the $90 range for arrows, but so right now we have the Boomy of Protection. And see, that's what all you naysayers say. 98, yeah, they were expensive. So you have to ask yourself, as Mocco gets a key in NSU here in 4. And well, arrows ain't gonna do poop against Dark Nuts, so We might be able to destroy the gels here, but oh, this hurts. Yo, so Bo Yumi was in 4, basically 2 rooms in on the floor. So that's a good feeling right there. And the Boomy was the stair item. Both of these runners need that. And okay, we can kill those with... We can't kill those with the boomerang, so Mocco is going to have to leave. Yes, we're getting potassium today, folks, and this makes me a happy person as a bananasaur. And right now, let's see where that staircase is going to take us. Jack Diddley Squat, we have on Slammer's side any road, which takes you a hop, skip, and a jump from the graveyard over there via the Lost Woods entrance. And we're probably going to check this cave. And it's a gambler. All right. So, we route like potatoes though. So we're getting potassium for that, but we need the nanners, man. You know, I'm a fond appreciator of potato routing. Nochi could vouch for that. So, all right, we're going to the graveyard area, but we're going to check this toot spot first, since it is second quest overworld. And it's got $83 keys. Our guys can't even afford a gumball out the gumball machine. And y'all charging all these Neiman Marcus prices. They don't even have Dollar Tree money. Oh man, this is hurting hard. Like I said, this is going to be poverty seed. Yeah, $98. Whew, for arrows. So they're going to have to take out an M. Scott loan or something to try to help them. I mean, we could set up a GoFundMe and try to raise some rupees for our guys out here. And we get $38 there in the gambler spot underneath First Quest Blue Ring location. But now we're in that said Blue Ring location on Mocco's side, and it is worth nothing. And we have Slammer getting $38. We are 47 buckaroos away from a sword, arrows here on Slammer's side. Yeah, everything costs a lot of money. Our guys are broke. Nah, Tingle, no. You do not want to be working in Tingle's tower. That's just a bad idea for these poor runners, you know. Slammer gets mugged for quite a bit of money. I mean, these prizes ain't worth jack a lot of nothing, and you got muggers taking more money than you get. All right, so Mocco back in 5. This may take forever just excuse me. This might take forever just because they ain't got no money, folks. Yes, Tingle's Sweatshop is out there. Even the large prize sucks, guys. $77 big prize. Oh no. But Slammer has enough to rush back and get those $98 arrows. And I personally would do it just because I need combat item. And speaking of combat item, here we go. Second quest location in the green forest of happiness. That is what I call that area. He gets his sword, so he's combat ready to start dipping into dungeons. Still would get those arrows as soon as possible just because. And Slammer taking a sword up the Bungholio, that is not a good feeling. And we're going into 7th. And we have Princess Manhandla here dealing with Mocco. Look at that. See, how could you not endorse wanting Manhenla as your princess instead of Zelda? But I really think, folks, we got to go get those arrows while you still got cash. All right, Mocco's dedication to the craft. Or, you know, you gotta appreciate it. Also, those bubbles are gonna get real annoying. So, you know what we need to also find? And that's a letter, because we need medicine in here, because you know our boys are gonna be losing. Okay, Mocco survives Princess Vanhenla's hugs, and Slammer has found 9. Oh man. Yes, it's... Oh, he's gotten into a ladder blocked room. And Slammer finds exactly what is needed, and that is the letter. But I know Slammer would not go into a mugger room and lose the $98, right? And as I say it, it happens. No. So we're $3 shy of arrows on Slammer's side. Mocco now going into Peanut room. And we're buying those arrows. See, Mocco knows how to rush things. And Slammer getting the bad news. He is $3 short. See, that's why you don't trust caves, man. So at least we have some pew-pew over here on Mocco's side, because Mocco has not gone to the green forest of happiness to get the wood sword. But we are at start now. You were so close. Oh. Now he is so far away, but that's going to take him away from the mountain having no bombs. So go back to the vanilla start. Mocco, please. No. All right. We're down to $2 here on the Slammer side. But Slammer was able to get those arrows. Now hoping to try to farm up $25 to get... Wait, Mocco just tried gambling. It's respectable, Mocco, but not when you're broker than a joker already. So, you know, that he got the Atlantic City treatment. You know, you go to Vegas, Atlantic City, and you leave with a barrel. You know, you go in with cash and you leave broke. I should know. I play enough in those casinos. So, we're gonna get Mocco over here. We have Slammer in Peanut Cave. Mocco realizing that Gambler. So, for this mode, KLT, they start with 1, 2, and 3. Already Dorito-fied. And Mocco with a bomb drop, you know, much needed. 5 is free. 5 is free. And, you know, Mocco is dodging the wood sword. I have the highest level of respect for that. Yeah, but we really do need Mocco to get to that area. Second quest 5 location for Slammer. Being nothing but a useless fairy. And we're near 1. Okay. We don't have Candle yet, so that's going to be problematic. But not as problematic as taking a sword beam to the rectum. That's never a good feeling for Slammer. So Slammer's got to go right back over there. And we have a power bracelet location on deck. So we're going downstairs. And what's going to be there? Nothing. Nothing but pain and anguish. Unplayed dungeon levels is where technically it's supposed to take them, but this is rando, so rando be randoing is all I can say for blowing on the toot toot. And Mocco here, you know, it's the price of doing business using the arrow. And we're gonna see. Nice, gets the bomb drop there. Mocco been keeping count. Slammu right now on the mountain going towards Spec Rock with no bombs. That's some hard feeling right there. Okay. This, KLT, this is the infamous jesscherk that everyone loves to veto. And who rolled this? Not me. It wasn't me. Nope, nope, nope. So we have second quest overworld, so that's why you're seeing some of the non-traditional spots getting blown up. And I feel bad for Slammu because these enemy sets are second quest enemy sets, and they can roll up +2 or -+2. And Mocco here doing pretty decent considering he has no sword. And blue candle is 71 bucks. It's also in a bad location. Holy moly. Who wants to go all the way to Spec Rock area? Oh no. All right, so we are in 3 on Mocco's side. Now remember, folks, 3's Triforce is already grabbed. So this is looking for item in 3, but he got B-most. Oh man, he caught the balls of B-most, man. And you know what? People can take what I say out of pocket again. But B-most fireballs to the face are never pleasant. Mocco now. No takeaways have been found. But maybe... I wondered why you grabbed that there, Mocco, you know, considering you've got 3 already. But, oh no, this is bad! No, he has no sword to duke it out. Yeah, but still, you blow it up anyway, though, Nochi. You know, you gotta learn them fools from messing with you in the sacred boomy. But Mocco, now going back to start, and we have that terrible location right there, going to where, you know, Vanilla First Quest 5 is. That's the worst, which means you're definitely going to have to use the tutor to get out of it. And we have Slammu here on deck using the arrow. Little does he know that he's got to pay 71 bucks. And Mocco, respect for trying to dip 9, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't it, Chief. But we found our first take any, and Slammu getting that heart container, knows that white sword item is the ladder. Let's see if that's gonna be good enough to go pick it up. No, there's no extra candles. There's no extra candles, guys. So 100% you gotta pony up 71 bucks to get you a candle. And although we in chat love to see it, our runners don't want to see it. Mocco knows he cannot leave broke now. He's got to get the $71. Hope he doesn't hit, you know, a mugger. And look at this level layout. Good Lord. Oh no, 7 is not taking Mocco to heaven right now. And yeah, this flag is hot garbage. Yumi, I had recommended Baby's First HDM. Then Nochi was like, you know what? Jesscherk is better. Oh, man. All right, chat. I'm going to hold you to it. If you think that it's a candle-locked candle, I would probably laugh a whole lot, you know? Yes, Nochi, you did give fair warning, and Mocco finally gets his sword. Let's go. We have level 3 digit. I love the concept, but you know, you guys banned the killable items, which makes me sad, you know? As the representative of the Ganon Alliance here, killable items makes things spicy. And Mocco getting... No, and you definitely do not let Nochi roll Z3 seeds. Oh my god. They are pretty bad. So, Clacko has joined us. Welcome, Swamp Sister. We're doing Jesscherk. So that candle location, at least we know it's not the unique shop, because if it was and you had to go all the way to Spec Rock location just to get a candle, that would absolutely suck. So, and that's sort of kind of vanilla for the blue candle location, because in the vanilla game, it is actually located at that spot. And so we have bunnies and Lionels in the wild. Oh my. Tried to hug Lionel Richie without getting an autograph, got yeeted from life. And we have Slammu versus Slammu. Well, no, I guess you could consider. Wow. I don't know how I should feel about that. I disagree. But our guys are just biting the dust all morning long. All morning long. And we have our electrolytic rope snakes here. And we have Slammu trying to, but luckily getting... Oh no, they rolled up. Electrolytic ropes for this. You know, those I call rave snakes. And right now, Mocco versus Pizza the Hut here. And a blue Dark Knot. Got a Zal there. Zal, well, wood sword ain't gonna do nothing, but does turn it into a gel. And we have much needed key on Slammu's side in 3. And, you know, we do have no ladder. I'm a little surprised, though, that Slammu did not attempt to go back and see if we could get the ladder. Because he does have 5 heart containers. And, Mocco, I gotta respect Mocco's hustle right now, you know? This is just some dangerousness here, but you gotta respect the hustle. And we have Pizza the Hut on the other side of the water, and unfortunately, Mocco don't know how to Jesus walk, but we're just... Oh, are we doing what I think we're doing? It's a slow road kill. All right, we have a baby tea room here on deck with a whole bunch of gels. And this, I believe, is where the Triforce was hiding when we saw it before. So, Dorito number 4 has been caught by Mocco. And Slammu here blowing the toot. And where do we end up? Going to Second Quest Vanilla 3, aka the Pond of No Return. And we have Mocco playing dodgeball, and instead of dodging wrenches, he's dodging swords. And Mocco not dodging that sword. Yes, yes, in honor of the Lionels, yes, we totally should be playing Lionel Richie right now. All right, now let's see if Mocco is going to rush back to go for the ladder. And it's 6 for a ladder? Oh, gee. Oh, yeah, yes. Listen, we're all OGs when it comes to Z1, because I can tell you how OG I am. I have gold cartridge Zelda. So that goes to show you how long I've been playing that bad boy. But we have here, we don't have Le Croissant, so we cannot do any of the push block checks here. Mocco blowing up, gets nothing. But one thing Mocco needs to find is a letter. No. Pleco, it's not the 210 version we got. We got the one from when it first came out. Because I was given a gift for Christmas, and because I was one of those kids that just had to find where all the gifts were hidden, when I saw the gold cartridge Zelda, and I saw the NES with the power pad, I was like, yo, let's go! I got me an NES, no more Atari for me! And we have level 6 for Mocco right now. Yes, original Z1 was a golden cartridge. Yeah, 100%. The first edition Z1s that came out were on gold cartridge. Then they moved to the gold label on gray cartridge. So I got my copy back in the 80s. And I won't say anymore because that'll totally carbon date me. But the fact that I mentioned that I had an Atari should already give away that you whippersnappers are a little bit younger than I am, probably. And that's exactly what I did. I sat on the floor and ran faster than Cheetah. I've never played fair in my life. Also, second quest 9 location on Slammu's side, and it yields nothing. Yes, it was gold. It was gold. And the fact that you kept ET, chat, that's respectable, because I threw mine in the garbage. In fact, I took it to a garbage dump and threw it. That's how much I hated my Atari ET. So both runners now, we have Slammu and Mocco, both in level 6. Mocco getting kissed by an enemy on the right. No, don't ever trust randos in hobby shops. Trust the poor people that live through it. You know, having to go to, oh man, there was like KB Toys, and we had Kitty City. I don't know if any of y'all were in New York during that time. But we had Toys R Us, PC Richards. But nothing beats playing Z1 with the greatest item ever created, and that was the Power Glove, because you are playing with power, baby. And Slammu right now trying to reset the enemies. Yes, my OG age folks understand. No, the Power Glove was not bad, chat. Yes, Kitty City, let's go! So you guys from the Northeast like me. Now, if you wanted to get a bootleg copy of Zelda, you could go right over to Fordham Road. I mean, I was so happy. No. It's not so bad. Yes, yes. Power gloves are now, I want to say, a couple of $100 to at least $1,000. And I've seen them on eBay, so. Oh, Funko Land. I remember that when I would go to Vegas. Oh, the memories. You guys are taking me down memory lane here. And we have Gory. Blue Gory is on deck for Slammer, who's trying to duke it out, without catching a boomy or a BMO to the butt. And I have to tell you, the Gory has won that battle. Mocco here, 20 cents, $6 here. Blue Bubble Room, that's what you want. Yeah, the gold card, depending upon the condition it's in, you can sell that for quite a bit. 6 has late Atlas, so on Mocco's side. So, and that looks like a rejected copy of the little laser shooter for the NES. We'll just say it's a hooter. And we have here definite ladder block here. No, it depends on the condition. It depends on the condition, the box, and the manual. But you can, if you look at certain ones on eBay, you can get pretty good money for it. But we don't sell our beloved treasures like that, And we have Mocco here bombing out, gets on the other side of that room. So, oh yeah, my battery on that is long since dead. It's long since dead. Alrighty. And it's good. Don't give up your history, because that is some of the funnest things we ever had, Okay, so right now we have Mocco on the mountain, West Death Mountain area. And we're going to see what the price of medicine is. $30 and $78. So we could technically do the Adirondack rig mask play and get 2 blues to make a red. He has enough for the first blue. And with that being said, we're going back to Vanilla 3, which is nothing, and Slammer is going to meet the angels right there. And we still haven't gotten that Triforce, that Dorito piece on Slammer's side. So, oh no, that's terrible. See, them's fighting things there. Oh, you got the display copy. Oh dear. Alright, gambler location here on Mocco's side. Gonna try to go after the blue octos with hope and dream of trying to get that early bomb out of the first one. Doesn't get it. Count lost, but gets mugged. Ah, good times, man. Good times. Well now, I just saw me a Gliok. Oh, Demon's Quest. Oh yeah, that's something, guys. Yeah, Demon's Crest. but the copy I had, because I was in Japan at that time, so I had Demons Blazon, and that was for SNES if I remember correctly. And all I remember was that it was redonkulously hard. And Slammer here on Diet Life, one half of one art, trying to duke it out with the electrolytic rope snakes. Could you stop trying to sync up there, phones? All right, silvers in 6. Oh noes. Oh noes. Mocco did not get silvers. Uh-oh. All right, chat, let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion. We got to have a TED Talk here. Mocco missed that silver item in 6. Does have the Triforce item and the book. I have a feeling that's going to be a last location on Mocco's side. What say you? Oh, great chat. Because that 6 was huge. So I'm thinking that's a last location, which would give advantage to Slammer, even though Slammer is right now Dorito deprived. But who wants to go into a 6? That's a thickum. You know, so right now I'm going to give Catbird seat to Slammer. And, you know, put your aluminum hats there. Get your tinfoil hats ready. Here we go. The 6 was huge. We still haven't seen items 1, 2, and 3 yet. Mocco would probably dip those because they're smaller dungeons before going back to 6. And heaven forbid if he actually mismarked his 6. And Slammer now with 6. Let's go. Ladder time. Ladder time 100%. Oh. Alright, we're gonna get the ladder on Mocco's side. That's... might be able to get through 6 a little bit quicker, but I don't see him going to 6 anytime soon. Most important thing we need to get right now, which Slammer has gotten, Mocco has not, because Mocco has been poor. I'm gonna get that coast heart here. I don't know. I'm here trying to think of what could lead Mocco to go back to 6. And I'm having a hard time finding something, because my logic would be, if I was Mocco, you know, go to the smaller dungeons to try to clear out for the item, which would lead him further away from 6. Yeah, I can't, no way I can logically justify him going into 6, especially if we know important items are in 9. So he's probably going to get 7 and 8 when he finds them. And silvers were in 6, Yumi. Yeah, he's going to gamble. He's going to gamble on 9. I can't see it, you know. Yeah, it was a big 7. I mean, a big 6, excuse me, big 6. All right, Mocco getting his candle finally at 41 minutes. You know, that's how bad this seed was. Like, they are literally been so broke. You know, reminds me of back in the day when we in the Bronx, man, and you got to hustle on Fordham Road to try to get a couple of extra dollars. And we found one. So one is small. So Mocco's going to see what the item is here, which is absolutely the respectable decision to do. But if he finds something, are we going to waste a key? No. Yes. All right. We have here blank hints. And that 8 is dark, is blacker than my soul. Oh my goodness, on Slammer's side here. So, yeah, that's a color right there. I can't see jack a lot of nothing, but I don't have my glasses on either. White sword for Mocco in 1. So combat advantage does go to Mocco right now, sorta, because Slammer does have silvers, which is, you know, projectile. So, but it's cost consuming. So this is, you know, Mocco getting his Betty Please item. And we have Goma right there blocking a potential push block room. And it was. Is it a transfer or item? It's a transfer. And this 8 is kind of weird looking. You know, kind of looks like our front yard after we get a good rainstorm. And yes, I thank you for being a friend. All right, going back down the transfer, Mocco dodging our premature Goma right there. You know, one hit quit it. All right. I am trying to understand Mocco here. But Slammer in 8, which is definitely necessary. And 8 has what we're supposed to burn. $85 bomb upgrade. He's $2 short. You know what? I will be annihilating everything right now. You know, all those bats, they're going down. I want my $5 room prize. Come on. Come on. Give it to the Slammer. Because that's cheap bombs. And we have a key grab here. It's giving him decent items. It's just not giving him the $5 he needs. All right, Mocco finding a store. Zelda's not home. Oh man. Come on, come on. Give Slammer $2 so he can buy those bombs. And our little nosy selves can figure out how many bombs it was. And that's Hialeah, nothing but a staircase, and it's a transport. And let's see where it takes him. All right, mid to lower left. He's already been there. We're kissing blue bubbles right now on Slammer's side. And the medicine grab on Mocco's side. All right, we're going to blow a key here. And we have a donger. We have a single donger. Uh-oh. Slammer in trouble. We're going to have to be real creative with our bomb placement. All right, does get the bomb refill. We're going to push the block, open the shutter. And this is a broke 8, yo. This is so bad. All he needs is just one $5 room. All right, so the Glorias might have cash. They do give money. All right, come on, get. No, we wasted more money. Oh no. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that, burn yourself to avoid a red bubble kiss. Slammer getting the Triforce, but will Slammer come back to get that bomb upgrade? I would say yes. And I was wrong. Yeah, I was hoping he would just kind of kill. All right, we're in 7 now. And we are armed with a ladder and a tutor. I said this is the most abstract art looking level. Oh, Slammer being cheap and not facing poor Dick Dogger. Okay, so we have pastel blue here on Slammer's side. And we have something blacker than my soul here on Mocco's side. So Mocco's gonna dip this. We're gonna full clear on this because Mocco does not know that his silvers are in 6. $85, so we're $30 shy. We know that this level is broker than a joker, so we're not gonna see any. Yeah, that's why I predicted earlier that for all intents and purposes, Catbird Seed goes to Slammer. With that brilliant deep dive into 6. So, we're gonna obviously finish this out, and then we're going to 4, and then we're seeing Slammer go right into 9. I mean, you can do, even though it's absolutely horrible, you can do Ganon on Wood Sword. It's just no fun. So, Slammer is in go mode, just needs to get the Triforces there, but we can go mode these dungeons as Slammer, because he's got enough keys that could handle 9, provided that 4 isn't. I don't think 4 was a lot of keys there. Sorry about that, had to cough. And we have the full clear, going here on Mocco's side, which is only going to waste time because both of our runners are basically in a tie ball game, Triforce piece wise. Combat advantage goes to Mocco with the white sword, but Slammer's got those silver arrows, so Mocco's gonna be digging deep for them. And we have $5. Alright, and we have the Triforce piece there on Mocco's side. But Mocco is gonna full clear this, hoping that he can find silvers. Both runners do have the raft, and I love how Nochi, this is how much I respect Nochi. Nochi knows that the raft is always trash and didn't even put it on the tracker. That's why Nochi is God tier tracker. He tracks by usefulness, and the raft is garbage. So we have Wand to play, so we're using Wand Division right now on Slammer's side. We're going to touch that blue bubble, get our sword back. And Mocco over here, we know where the Triforce is in 8. And we have two-headed Gloria. Yeah, I believe they have it there, Nochi. I know Slammer took his, but you know, I figured you were like, the raft is garbage, so I'm just gonna say no. I respected that, man. That's the play. You burn the raft. If you don't burn the raft, you don't track the raft. It's not worth it. No, it's not blindness. That was a calculated decision, Nochi, for which I appreciate. Also, red bubbles on deck. Oh man, we're gonna have to. No, he's gonna. Come on. It doesn't matter at this point. You gotta take that hit. Alright, Gliok room with Princess Manhandla. Oh, look at that baby. How could you not love something as sweet as Manhandla? Manhandla rolled up. Oh no! Alright, Manhandla got some stonks there. And we have 3 4-headed Gliok there on Mocco side and 8. And Princess Manhandla gave Link a kiss to die for. And we are going back. Yeah, well, Hyrule Warriors Manhandla is awful. Mocco going to take the heart because, you know, we need the life. Yeah, Manhandla rolled up. See, that's why Manhandla is our sovereign princess. You know, I've been petitioning, but the Z1R community has been vetoing my idea of Princess Manhandla. You know, imagine you get to save Manhandla instead of Zelda. And, oh, Slammu only has 2 bombs right now. So, this is going to be quite tough for the Slammer. And I am scared because that Manhandla is a toughie and Slammer's only got 3 hearts. And we have our baby Goma right there. Look at it crawling all by itself. So we have Slammer versus Princess Manhandla Part 2. And welcome to one of our SMB3 angels, and that's Moonlit Angel. But stay far away there, Slammer. Okay, here we go. We got 2 hearts. Oh, good going. And Slammer gets the Triforce in 7. We know where 4 is. Slammer is going through. Right to 4. And we are getting out. And this 8 was not so great. So the old adage provided by my mentor is true. Yes, this is Baby Ganon. Yes, I am Baby Ganon in SMB3R. I am Baby Bowser. You gotta embrace the living meme that is known as me. And in Z3, I'm known as the Devil of Death Mountain. So I got names everywhere. It's hard to keep up with. And now we have Mocco going for the Triforce now after getting disappointed. And we know Silver Season 6, this is going to be a total last location for Mocco, which is quite unfortunate because he's going to dip 9. He's going to go to 7. He's gonna dip 9. Yeah, we're doing a gritty right now. I wish my text messages would kind of sort of lay off there, buddy. Sorry. Okay, so we have Mocco dodging the Zigzagger fight. And we have Slammer here going through 4. But wait, how am I popular or am I infamous, Nochi? There's a difference. when communities put bounties on me so they can race me and beat me. I don't know if that's popular, you know. But we have here on Summerside, we are almost a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Triforce, our Dorito of power here. And we know where 9 is. 9 is pretty easily accessible, you know, and gotta respect the melee use here of Lewanda, because Slammer's getting bombed. He is getting bombed. Oh, man. And Bert himself, you know, that's some devotion to melee combat with the wand. I mean, you get burned every time on that recoil. We have Mocco here getting some much needed bombs. And we're joined by Bogey, who will probably say something about my canonically accurate Ganon roar. But we are in NSU here on Slammer's side. No need for any key, because we have about 10 keys going into 9. Baby Cannon, yes, Baby Cannon. Baby Cannon Ganon. That seems like a good name for me. And we're gonna get that ladder clip here in 4. So, Slammer! It is Slammer time right now. The Slammer is gonna dip 9. I'm a pea shooter now? Oh no. Listen, I'm not from Plants vs. Zombies, okay there? And that's the weakest flower. Oh man. Dark is calling me weak. Alright, we're on our way to 9 from Slammer. We have a night hoping to buy a last minute medicine. But here we go. Alright folks, you know what happens. Look at that monster that is known as 9. And when we are in 9, folks, we are looking for 2 things. We're looking for 2 things. We are looking for Ganon's roar, so it goes bah, bah, bah. So if you hear that, you know you've reached our Bacon Overlord. And if you see a door that doesn't open, that is hiding Zelda, who goes in there saying, "Oh my goodness, Link, save me, help, help." You know, so if you got that going on, you and me, there's no hint. That was so. Now, Darkest, you have to hear the canonically accurate Ganon roar. So, and we have found Zelda. Yeah, this is jesscherk. You know what I mean? No hints. All right, baby tea room. And oh baby, we've got some blue Izzies on deck. He does. He goes, whoa, whoa. He sounds just like that, you know? Totally. All right. So, blue Izzy's here. You know, this is green mail on, so everything hurts most times. And Mocco now dipping, you know, with his dip into 9, experiencing the fun adventure here. But this is 100% Slammer in the catbird seat. We have Princess Manhandla there. And Mocco, now remember guys, Mocco is going to look for both of these items. So we're not going to get a hint that says, your arrows are not here. And we're going to sacrifice naturally 1 heart container. Muggers aren't really asking for too much, but if you had gotten those cheap bomb upgrade, you could have naturally covered that without donating your health. But like we spoke before, this is what I think will end up happening. Mocco has 2. Mocco has 3 to dip. Mocco has 5 to dip. So there's too many places that could take him away. And he also has, so we know the dungeons. Yeah, he's gonna go. That's why I didn't say 1. I said 2, 3, 5, and 6, and 7. So, he got both of the hearts out of 8. And we have Ganon right here. So, this is pretty much kind of eating away at Mocco. Mocco is going, but where he goes is the question. But at this point, because we've seen Zelda, and we're getting the stun here on Ganon, so Ganon's gonna turn red any minute. And we have 1/2 of the G. Yep, we're doing it gritty. We got gritty action going. So Zelda now on deck. And once we tell Mocco in the interview, because I have a feeling this is looking grim for Mocco. And when we tell him that your arrows was in another palace, where are you going, Slammu? I mean, he's got a lot of time because Mocco's probably going to dip their smaller levels first. Oh, Mocco didn't see Zelda yet. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. He didn't kill the Gleeok. Oh, this will be unfortunate. So it would take the biggest miracle on 34th Street here for Mocco to magically dip 6, which is long because those silvers were deep in 6. We're not talking like front 6. No, you gotta go deep into 6. I can't imagine Slammu just not annihilating everything. And here we have Ganon's home, and it is owned by Blue Wizrobes. And Slammer's like, not today, Satan. What do you do? What? No, Mocco, why did you go back? How deep? Very deep. Oh, putts in 6? Yeah. Let's put it this way. It would be about easy 5 or more minutes. Easy when you combine the combat that was required in 6 to get to it. So that is why Mocco left. A quick staircase? Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Not in 6, no. Alright, red ring. That means Jack-a-lot nothing right now. It just prevents death. But that is not what Mocco wants right now. And the fact that 9 has a vanilla item there is making things even worse for Mocco, because then you have the belief that silvers are a 9. Knows. So while Mocco continues to burn time, we're like, burn your way out, please. And we have Slammu, who's gonna probably full clear every room here. So everybody go get you a bowl of cereal, because this is gonna be a longin'. And we have Nochi to thank for this beautiful game here early in the morning. for people out there in the West Coast. Semi-morning for us here on the East Coast, and afternoon for those across the pond. Because Slammer. Oh no. Slammer's going everywhere, but the right way. And you gotta respect that dedication. Oh no, Mocco, please leave. This is a big 9 to dip. I probably would not have done it. There's too many rooms. Please, Mocco, believe in the fact that there is jack nothing. Because if he sees now, if Mocco sees that he did all of this work for a blue boomerang, I probably would crack up. But we know blue boomerang was on the coast, I believe. So, oh no. And that's the wrong Gliok. Also, ooh, oh, woo! Gliok gleeked him. And yes, I create my own vocabulary, folks. He got gleeked by Gliok, and that's unfortunate, but it might actually put Slammer going into the right direction. Because so far, and Mocco is bomb deprived here. Does just get some bombs now. Oh, Mocco, please go to 6. And Slammer has gotten. Come on. It's over, folks. NSU leading to Zelda right now. Slammer, please don't die. Alright, so see, remember I was saying, chat, that Mocco would dip the smaller dungeons first? I called it. Alright, so get your full GGs out for our winner. Let me give you the actual time of his finish. It is 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 37 seconds. So you know what, folks? We're going to see a game 3. Let's go. And how am I to blame? How do I get blamed, Putz? Explain. How am I to blame? Just because I'm the commentator? And I am joined by the Slammer himself. GG's, Slammer. Let me tell you, Mocco wasn't even in the ball game because he did not full clear 6.
Yeah, finding that silver in 6 felt pretty good. I'm like, okay, as long as I don't massively screw this up, I feel like I got a pretty darn good shot. So.
Oh yeah, you were, for all intents and purposes, go mode, and that was it. I put you in catbird seat, even though you were about a Triforce or 2 behind Mocco piecewise. But you know what? Once you found those silvers, I said that would be definitely a last location on Mocco's side, due to 6 being so big that he would try to dip 2, 3, or some of the smaller dungeons before dipping that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, finding that silver's in the corner 6 that nobody's gonna go to. Right, you're never gonna end up magically up there. It's like 3 keys and much stuff, so it did help.
Speaking of joining us, your fierce competitor Mocco is here. Mocco, would you like to know where silvers were?
I just pulled up the stream. I wouldn't have gotten back there. Probably not until late July, maybe August. So.
See, I called it, everyone, that was going to be a hard last locate, because I said you would probably, try to gamble on 9 and then go to the smaller dungeons. You got the items in 1, so you know what that is. That was White Sword Slammer and Heart. So I said you would go to 2, 3, 5, any of those levels before dipping 6, because it was big. really big.
Well, I didn't. I still didn't have the ladder when I was in 6, and there were at least 2 of those H rooms, lowercase H rooms. There was a Chevy room. There were 2 Blue Lamola rooms, and had the floor item. Like, had I gotten there later, I would have dug it. It was big, but I had a good chunk cleared. Other than, just didn't have the resources at the time, and I would have never gone back because with these flags, the recorder would not have gotten me there quickly.
Yeah,
I would have had to have hopscotched around a little bit, I think, to make my way up there.
Yeah, that's why I said it would be a hard last locate for you, and that would be understandable. The minute we saw Slammu pick it up, we were discussing about when you would probably get back to that, and I couldn't fathom a way that you would get there quick. I was trying to think of every possible scenario that might toss you that way. I just couldn't come up with one, especially, when you have the items in 9. So you would definitely get 7 and 8 for you, Mocco, then immediately rush 9, try to get the items out. And that was a huge 9, which doesn't help for a quick item grab. And you have no hints in this flag set.
Yeah, I kind of made the decision when I found 8 next to 7, dig the snot out of 8. That was awful. Poke a little extra in 7. That was a no-go. And then I'm like, okay, if I get an item and I find both the girl and Ganon, I'm going to bail 9 because I've got everything left in 5, everything left in 3. We haven't even found 2. And yeah, I'd say I would have exhausted 3 and 5 and maybe even 7 before going to 6. So yeah, I was probably a good 15 minutes behind.
Yeah, 7 had my wand, which was convenient because I never found 1. So I basically minimum cleared this. I mean, I honestly played this horrendously. I had no business at all beating you in this one, but I took the right left turn, and I was dying on the overworld. I was,
I never had more than
minus performance from me.
I never had more than 60 rupees, other than when I finally saved up enough to buy a candle. So money was first garbage.
I bought arrows before the candle, and that was such a bad decision.
I did too. Yeah. I mean, it helped me to clear a bit, but. Yeah, money was really difficult. But, and I felt horribly behind. But 30 minutes in, I look up, I've got 6 Triforces. And it's like, well, maybe I got a chance if I can stumble into the silvers somewhere. But yeah, the routing order, that's going to play a big part. And again, yeah, I mean, you made the right turn in 6, and I saw every room of level 8. So
yeah, where were? Did you find the items in 9? I felt like I cleared a big chunk of 9, and
I found red
item.
Red ring was I didn't actually mark where it was in 9.
It was somewhere in 9.
It was on the right hand. It was in the right hand corner. Mocco.
I had the wood sword 3-heart Ganon that I always dread, and somehow I clutched that out. So
you got the stun, which helped quite a bit. We were trying to foresee, and you'll hear in the commentary back, I was like, Mocco, please leave 9. Because it's just so big to devote so much time to dipping for items. So I was like, no, don't do it. But,
if the seed hadn't played the way it did, I'm not going to 9 at that time. But the fact that, I felt super behind, I felt at that point, kind of augment my decision making and make the gamble. And
because you got everything so late. Like Slammu had early wood sword. You didn't get your wood sword until so late in the game. Same thing with Blue Candle too.
Yeah, a little over 20 minutes for the wood sword and Blue Candle at 40. I mean, I was getting everything cleared, And, you know, then it was just like stumbling along trying to find my 6th heart for the ladder, which was a task in of itself.
Right. I also I don't know why I was confused on this, but for some reason I thought starting items did not count towards blocks on wood sword.
Oh,
So I don't know where my brain came up with that, but like I was not thinking that we were going to be looking at a recorder blocked wood sword. I mean, I was checking them as I went, but I wasn't prioritizing it. So,
well, I offset you then because I started off the game going up to vanilla 5 and hit the fairy fountain.
Walked right up to the fairy fountain.
And I know I pushed one
That's
gravestone,
funny.
but I don't think I did any bombs or candle burning of screens that weren't required. But yeah.
Yeah, that was the next question I was gonna ask. If y'all remember that this was second quest overworld, because when both of you went up to 5 and found the fairy, I was like, "Oh Lord, this is gonna be spicy."
I made copious use of that fairy though. Once I started needing it, I'd ferry to 5 before I'd ferry somewhere else and take a nice refill.
I saw that.
Super nice.
Yeah,
And
it never feels good when you've, at least for me, like, I did a fairly good job routing this overworld, and then you look up and realize all these candle spots that are left over. And it's like, oh gosh, there is no easy way to weave these back in because they're all over the board, and the recorder, you know, it just wasn't getting it done. There were no any roads in the forest, and where we started, I was getting so tired of recording to Vanilla 2. Deal with the p-hats as they wait for you coming down the steps. But yeah, well, look, game 3s are fun, and I think we're pretty evenly matched, as you can see from these 2 seeds. So yeah, it should be a fun one when we get it scheduled.
We're hoping for baby's first HD in for you two, since you survived jesscherk for game 3.
I'll take anything. I don't know the seeds. I don't know any of the seeds anyways. So
I don't either. They're all.
I mean, jesscherk swordless though.
Yeah, this
I hope
one.
you two ban swordless.
I think this one is probably the hardest, to be honest, with Second Quest Overworld. And it does get a little confusing with the recording to vanilla dungeons. And yeah, but yeah, I mean, Hidden Dungeons though, you start with the book, don't you?
Yeah, Hidden Dungeons is easy. Like,
yeah, that's not bad. This is probably the hardest of the bunch. And even though swordless was off the table, I felt like I played, you know, a third of this seed swordless. So
I respected it. Like Slammer, he was dipping dungeons armed with just a boomerang and a dream. I mean that's.
I got my bow and my boomerang without a sword, but after that, it was time to find a sword.
Yeah, it was. Well, I was trying. It's just I was finding, you know, Dungeon 4, Dungeon 6, and well, no, I guess I did find the sword before 6, but yeah, I made good work of the arrows, other than being poor the whole time. This was, I think, any time I never had 3 figures of rupees. This was, by definition, a poverty seed. There was no way about it.
That was a struggle.
Both of you have to give, you know, Nochi a big thank you for giving you a poverty seed, you know, because chat is trying to blame me for it. I didn't do anything, but, you know, I get blamed anyway. But game 3, when are you guys thinking about giving us another exciting game, you two?
I think we're taking a week off. Yeah,
I think we're taking a week off. We just commitments, IRL, travel, and whatnot. But we'll figure something out. I thank Slammer for getting up early like this.
I'm assuming another 6 a.m. Saturday or Sunday, and
again, huh? Oh my goodness!
I mean, we can work on a time. Yeah, we'll work on a time, and whatever's most convenient. You know, I can modify my personal time as well if it works for you. Just I have some travel commitments I can't get out of, and I can't play on the road. So,
I mean, you could. It's just not enjoyable.
Well, I don't know how to. I'd get in trouble, I think, with the company if I loaded this onto my laptop. But yeah, I just
travel 2 laptops like me.
No, he could play it on his cell phone. I have an app
That'd
that
be great,
allows
yeah.
him
Yeah,
to do
I
that.
have done
I'd-
that. I not an official seed, but I've been on vacation and played through that that one app, and that was prior to having a joystick, and it was a swordless seed. That was pretty interesting. So anyway,
Wow, you did
well-
swordless on the phone. Oh my goodness, that's
on an
respect,
iPad,
right?
swordless iPad without a controller, no tracking, and anyway,
Heck
and I beat
yeah,
the
that's
person
how I
that sent me the
play.
seed, but yeah. So well, hey, I got to run here, but thanks
Yep.
everybody.
Yes,
Really
it's
appreciate
Memorial
it.
Day. We have to get our grills on. So
Well, let's go. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Nochi, and GG's against Slammu. Honestly, it would have been nice to win, but game threes were a lot of fun, and we'll do it up again.
Alrighty. GG's, Mocco.
Later.
Good luck next.
Later. Yep.
See ya.
and you got any last words? I guess not. He yeeted himself off. So I guess this is where I get to close off everything. GG's to both of our runners. If someone can be nice enough to put an exclamation point R there, give both Slammer and Mocco a big fat follow because they are amazing. Look at what they did dealing with one tough mode, which is jesscherk. You know, they called HDN easy, so hopefully they get that for game number 3. Also, give a big fat follow to Nochi, who is doing tracking today, because Nochi is such a great runner, and Z3, no matter what Nochi plays, he just obliterates us, you know. That's why I call him the most feared bingo player. You play against Nochi, you're going to have a bad day, because you know you're going to be kissing and getting L's. And everybody, I want you to give SpeedGaming and Phoenix, who has been our gym class hero, a big round of applause for hosting us. DJing hours of the morning, you just gotta love it 100%. So Phoenix, thank you. SpeedGaming, thank you. And I have the biggest thank you to you guys in chat, because you guys, even though you roast my chestnuts over an open fire, I love you for it because you guys are absolutely amazing. And remember, as we go to fire up our grills over here in the States and get our barbecues on, chat stays winning. And until next time, I wish you all a very happy day. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.